Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. It's good to be back now that we have some actual meaty content here in Cold War Zombies. With the release of Mauer Der Toten, it's awesome to be back talking zombies with you again. So without further ado, let's get right into our first story. The main Easter egg for Mauer has been solved. It took around 2 hours from the time the Easter egg was unlocked to it being fully solved, which is probably within the realm of what we think is now normal, with Treyarch making Easter eggs a lot more straightforward than they used to be. A huge congrats to the team that finished it first, and if you want to check out the full cutscene yourself after this vid, I'll leave a link to the raw footage from the first in the world down in the description. Next up, now that general side Easter eggs are unlocked here in Mauer Der Toten, there is 2 of them that have been solved so far. I'm not going to include the Easter egg to get the wonder weapon or the Easter egg to get Klaus activated on the map, but I am going to talk about the first of the 2, which is a more minor one, which is a staple for every single Treyarch Zombies map. That is the song Easter egg on the map. If you want to know how to do it, link is in the description. But the more meaty major side Easter egg that is being discovered, we knew something like this would be coming because of certain people able to play the map early, but now we actually know how to do it, and that is the Disco Party Easter egg, which is basically the replacement for the Coffin Dance Easter egg on this map, with a little bit of a twist on it, in that kind of like Firebase Z's version, you are going to be have to doing some zombie fighting in order to actually complete this Easter egg. But when you do, instead of just a simple reward crate, you actually get a random choice of what's behind door 1, door 2, or door 3. Now we assume that the contents of the crate are different behind each door, but as of right now, there doesn't appear to be any kind of theme as to what's behind each door. But hey, if you do this Easter egg a bunch, and if you notice that Juggernog seems to always be behind door 2, that might point to a pattern with the rewards to this Easter egg. So if you do notice that, let me know on Twitter. If you yourself want to find out how to actually do this Easter egg, the link to TGR's tutorial on it is down in the description, so definitely check it out after this vid. Next up, 3 things that have been discovered on the map by new players that you should probably be aware of. The first one is a good one, and that's kind of a pro tip, where if you unlock the secret room that contains the safe, finally receive the wonder weapon as part of that side Easter egg. Players have noticed that the room makes for a very interesting camp spot, as when you actually access the safe but don't actually tune it to the right numbers to open it, zombies will actively ignore you while you're flipping dials on this safe. Now, it hasn't been confirmed if this will actually work in a co-op game, but it definitely works in a solo game, and it works for a pretty long period of time, meaning if you ever feel like you're getting overrun in this room, you can simply turn around, press the button to start turning the dials for the safe, the zombies will ignore you and allow you to regen health, no problem. And while it is kind of like a little pro tip or a strat that not a lot of people actively utilize, you can see why Treyarch put it in the game to begin with, right? So that solo players can do this Easter egg without having to activate something like Ether Shroud or take a huge risk of going down, as you're stuck in the screen entering numbers for a significant amount of time, meaning zombies could just instantly down you if you aren't paying attention. So in that way, it's kind of good that Treyarch is being solo friendly with these Easter eggs. But with the good finding out of the way, we got to talk about the 2 bad ones. The first one is an objectively bad thing, where if this happens to you in your game, no, you aren't alone. Some people are noticing that for whatever reason, at the very top of using some of the zip lines, the map will have a tendency just to instantly down you, possibly instantly ending your game if you're on solo, like Caliant found out on round 88, where he had this glitch happen to him. Absolutely brutal. So hopefully Treyarch will actually fix that in the future. But next, we've seen this on both the Machine and Firebase Z. A new crazy knife lunge jump has been found on the map, albeit totally unintentionally, by PredGFX, who goes for a wild ride into no man's land and actually goes down from the fall damage. Now, of course, if you have upgraded stamina up, the fall damage isn't really something you have to worry about, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing people use this lunge jump to get to places they aren't supposed to, or get to places on the map more quickly while not opening specific doors. But that wraps up the news today, guys. I'm sure there's still a whole lot more to find here in Mauer Der Toten, and I can't wait to share those mysteries with you when they get found. Before you go, if you have played Mauer Der Toten at least once, let me know your initial impressions of what you think of this map down in the comments. I want to compare them to my own personal opinions, and I'll share that in the next video. But hey, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace. We're bringing back the daily dose, baby.